So we're going to go ahead and start with graphing inequalities. We're going to start with the straightforward pieces of information. So if you ever have x is less than 2, and this is red, x is less than, what that means is wherever you have a number line, starting at 0, 1, 2, 3, and going in the opposite direction, -1, -2, -3. What that means is you start at 2, but because this is strictly less than, you use an open circle. Or if we're going to talk later about how to write the answer in interval notation, what you use is a parenthesis. All right, so start with an open circle at 2. So I draw my open circle at 2. And because I'm asking myself, where is x smaller than 2? You also follow the direction of where the arrow is. So this is pointing this way. So I go in this direction. Now, we're going to do this a little bit later to write the answer in interval notation. And interval notation means that this is going on forever towards negative infinity. So you would write that from negative infinity all the way to 2 with an open parentheses. And this is called interval notation. So let's go ahead and look at the first question that you're going to have. You'll have something like question 1, which says, which of the following represents the graph? Now, notice this one has a closed circle. All right, so what that means with the closed circle is that it has a less than or equal to piece. So this is an example of an open circle. But if you ever have x is less than or equal to 1, then you have the same process. The only difference with that one is that you are starting at 1 and you also fill in the circle. So you fill in the circle around 1. I still use the arrow pointing in the same direction, so I'm still going towards the smaller side. So that is what that piece would look like. So let's match it up with the equation. So this would be an example of this is less than or equal to 1. Again, match the arrow up with whichever arrow it goes. All right, now let's go ahead and talk how to put the question 2 in, because it can be a little interesting with this. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is decide, is this an open circle or a closed circle? So because this is strictly an open circle, I want to click the open circle piece. And then because this is -2, I go to -2 on the number line. And when I click that, it'll make an open circle. Now, which way is the arrow going? The arrow is going with the pencil towards where the arrow is. So I get my line and then I draw my arrow. Now notice if I stop there, I don't get the ending that says it goes towards infinity. So I come back up with where my little pencil is and I keep pulling it all the way over so that this will give me to the fact that this goes all the way towards infinity.